Hey everybody, I'm back with another video, this time showing you my pickups for the week. And I wanted to start by showing this 1954 Red Heart Richie Ashburn for my Ashburn collection. So the background on this card is 1954 Red Heart is a dog food manufacturer, and they decided to put out a set. It was a 33 card set, and they issued it in 11 sets of 11. So each of those sets of 11 has a different background. There's a red, there's a blue, and a green background. This red background one is considered a short print, and my assumption is that all the reds were considered short prints. And I have a couple theories on that, not substantiated, but just some theories. And it was because Red Heart produced so many of these cards, they would issue these 11 card subsets all the way up into the early 70s. So collectors could still write the company and get them all the way up into then. So we're talking almost 20 years after the initial issue. My theory is that they probably issued these red back ones first, and so they went on the market to the kids that were buying the dog food for their family pet and getting these cards to collect. And then later on, some of the blue or the green back ones may have come out to collectors in a little better quality grade. This one is just a good 2, but because it's so rare, I wanted it for the Ashburn collection. Uh, it's still just a beautiful card with that solid black red background. Really a neat little piece, and couldn't go wrong adding it to the collection. And a couple other cards from the 1950s, the 58 Topps White Wilhelm. For my Wilhelm collection, I am slowly filling in all the gaps for my Wilhelm collection. Just need a few cards left to complete it. It's 1952 Topps High Number. That's a dream card of mine. Very expensive from that 52 high numbered set. Then there's also I need his 53 Topps and his 53 Bowman black and white to complete that. So hopefully you'll see in the coming months me filling in that last part of the collection, and I'll probably do once I complete it, do a Hoyt Wilhelm video of the whole collection. I just love the colors on these late 58s and the 59 here. You can see this multiplayer card from 59 Topps, the Destruction Crew for the Cleveland Indians, composed of Minnie Minoso, Rocco Calavito, and Larry Doby. Just beautiful cards with the color contrast here. And then over here, this 59 Topps, they did a baseball thrills set in 59, and highlighting some of the accomplishments of ball players. And this one commemorates Al Kaline becoming the youngest to win the batting champion. So a nice little piece for my Kaline collection. Moving on, this 1974 Topps stamp. There's a Joe Morgan and a Gene Tennis there. I got it from my Joe Morgan collection. A little oddball item that I love so much. Really cool, a little piece. And then over here on the right, this 87 Fleer Barry Bonds. Oddly enough, I did not have the Bonds 87 Fleer. I had the Fleer Glossy, but not the regular Fleer. So I bought this for the minimum bid of 99 cents, and I'm glad to add it to the collection. And then moving on down here to something a little different. These are actually SGC graded cards. And looking at this one on the right, this 1963 Topps Harmon Killebrew, you can see that it says on the label SP. I like that about SGC, that they'll call out and let you know what cards are short prints. And this 63 Topps is a very difficult high numbered short print from that set. It's got very good centering for a 63. The corners on the bottom with that black edges and the red corners there are very tough, and they've been worn down a little bit, but really a really cool card with really good eye appeal and tough to get from that 63 set. Another very popular card is this 67 Topps Orlando Cepeda. Got it in a near mint 7. Little centering issues left or right, but still a real solid card. This card is popular because Cepeda won the MVP in 67. You look at the book value for this card and it's not very expensive, but it's hard to get these things in nice high grades. They go for quite a bit of money, or for well more than what the book price says. So they're very popular with collectors. That 67 set, very colorful, very popular, and like that Cepeda. It's probably my favorite card for Cepeda from the 60s. So I'm finally glad just to get it in the collection. And moving on here, another colorful set, the 75 Topps set. With those multicolors. This is one of Reggie Jackson's last cards when him in an A's uniform. I think actually 76 is his last A's card, but it's coming down to the end of his time with the Athletics, and shows him in the batting cage. Shows those massive arms that he used to hit all those home runs. A really cool card. Very 70s there with that hairstyle. Another 70s thing. I don't think I love basketball, right? So basketball cards from the 70s, I don't think they get quite the love they deserve. Topps produced some very gorgeous looking sets in the 70s in regards to basketball. Basketball wasn't nearly as popular as it is today, and these players not as well known as today's players. But Rick Barry was a fantastic player. He was a first team All-Star, averaged 30 points the year before. So anytime you look at a card, like he had number 100, right? So that means he was a pretty good player. So Topps reserves those nice juicy round numbers like 100, 200, 300. You can see the Jackson there is a 300 for the real superstars of that era. And then another superstar from the late 70s, Roger Staubach, a great Dallas Cowboys quarterback, very prominent businessman still to this day, pillar of that community. Really cool picture of Roger Staubach. It's the first Staubach card I've ever had. It was kind of an impulse buy, but just really appealed to me. The cleanness of this card is just really good in the holder. And showing him there throwing the quarterback. He's a Navy man, and can relate to that. But Academy graduate, served in the Navy for about 5 years before he finally got a chance to go in the NFL and become a quarterback, and just a true success story, not just in football but in life. And then over here, again on the Ashburn collection, this is a SGC authenticated autograph for Richie Ashburn. Like that it shows when he passed away in '97. So this is done in a blue ballpoint pen. Nothing flashy. It's on an 88 Pacific card. But I do have the Ashburn autograph and a PSA authenticated holder, but it's not on a player's card. It's kind of like a colored index card. So not quite the eye appeal of a player's card. I prefer to get it on the player's card. So I got this to the collection at a very affordable price, and really glad to have that Ashburn. Another card that I got that I recently, if you remember back from a video I produced, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 months ago, I was real excited to get my first Nolan Ryan autograph, and like something on this. Let me get that for you there. So this Nolan Ryan autograph has got much better eye appeal. The other one was a 73 Topps strikeout leader card, and it was signed by him in a ballpoint pen. Wasn't very prominent. It was even kind of hard to see the autograph, but I was just excited to have Nolan Ryan's autograph. So I saw this one pop up, this Nolan Ryan. It's just authenticated, but it's done in a blue Sharpie and presents very well. Looks really good in that SGC authenticated holder. And the seller, really nice seller. They were a little slow to ship it, but it was no big deal. You know, it wasn't like I was waiting by the mailbox for the card to arrive. But it did show up the other day, and included in it were 2 other cards here, some immaculate cards here, a nice Boog Powell number /49 autograph, and then a 4 or 5 Cal Ripken. And I'm not a big immaculate guy, but these are nice old cards. Initially, when I pulled these out, I thought, well, no, they included somebody else's order in mine. So I contacted the seller and was like, oh, I think I got some cards I need to send back to you, and they were very gracious and said, actually, those are for you. I was a little late shipping it out. So nice little bonus to that order. And always glad to have it. I do like Boog Powell. Got a couple of his cards, including his rookie card. And can't go wrong with a short-numbered Cal Ripken card. So that is my mail day. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, everybody, I appreciate your posts and comments, and I'll talk to you again soon.